Okay, so glare. Need better camera. We'll be getting that sometime next month. Okay, so I recently got an email from one of our longtime viewers, Spencer Anthony. I don't know why I'm so fidgety. Spencer Anthony, and he asked, in my opinion, what do I think Marvel can do to really step up their game when it comes to their television, I guess, universe, if you want to call it, since we have the MCU. Let's call it the Marvel television universe, since the DC television universe is destroying them. I mean, have you seen Arrow? Like, seriously? Have you seen it? Like, that show's amazing. The Flash, Gotham. I've been hearing rumors about them doing a Teen Titans type TV show on TNT. DC can't lose when it comes to TV. I mean, if you've seen what they've done in the past, though, like Smallville, the animated movies that they have, like Justice League, Doom, Justice League War, all those movies, amazing. And then it's just Marvel, they only have two platforms where they're really, well, not even say, I'm going to even say one, because comic book wise, like physically, like comic book wise, that you can go to a comic store and get, they're pretty much on even par. So I'm not going to say that one is better than the other. That part comes down to preference. What do you like more? Go into the comment section below. Tell me if you're DC, Marvel. I grew up reading both. I grew up being surrounded by both, so I like both. I have more of a bias, I would say, if I had to choose, possibly toward Marvel. But they're both amazing. Maybe that might be like a 2% margin, if that. But to address the question, what can they do? Well, first of all, Marvel, you can quit making shows about characters that we don't care about. Honestly, do you really care about Agent Phil Coulson? Really? Do you honestly? I mean, he was cool in the movies. He was funny when him and Tony Stark were going back in Iron Man 2. And Tony Stark's like, well, I'm going to leave. And Phil Coulson's like, well, if you do, I'm going to taser you and watch Super Nanny. And he's like, okay, but I'm still going to leave. And he left and nothing happened to him. But do you really care about him? Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., is probably one of the worst TV shows I've ever seen in my life. Now, I'm only 19, so you might be like, well, that's not saying a lot. But believe me, that show is terrible. And here's what I think they could do better on that front. Have them be linked. Now, I don't watch the show. I watched the first season, and I'm sure there are some people out there, I'm pretty sure there's a community out there who actually likes Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and they're like, Sterling, you don't know what you're talking about, Mr. PhD. You can shut your lips. If you know something that I don't know, and they somehow link, tell me. Go down to the comment section. I know they were going to have a thing where they were going to just, the world premiere of Age of Ultron, Avengers 2 movie was going to be there, was going to force people to watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. just to see that commercial, but thank God somebody leaked it so we didn't have to sit through that crap. And that's what you don't want. You really don't want that. You don't want people to be happy that the video got linked so that they don't have to watch your crappy show. From what I know, from what I can see, from what I understand, and again, I can be wrong, I'm only human, they don't link. So what happens in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. doesn't really go over to the actual Avengers movie. From what I've seen. Let me repeat that again. From what I've seen, I don't see it. I'm not saying it's not there. They might have done it. I haven't seen it. And going back to what I said previously, the characters. We have Batman, Gotham. That's an origin story about everybody, but most people be like, oh, but Batman's Gotham. It's the origin story about not just Batman, but all his famous characters in the Batman universe. We have Green Arrow. We have Flash. The Teen Titans is something that they're going to try to bring on TNT. Those are characters that have a good fan base. Everybody loves Batman, and Green Arrow and Flash have huge fan bases. Now, there have been speculations that are now confirmed that Daredevil is going to be a Netflix original thing, and they're going to try to set up Marvel's Defenders. Let's take that out of the way, though, for right now, because it hasn't happened yet. When we see those episodes and we see, oh, okay, this is going to be good, okay, I like how they're doing that, when we see that, then I'll incorporate them, but until then, I'm not doing it. I don't care about Phil Coulson. I don't care about any of the characters on, well, that show entirely. I could care less about Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and as a whole. I honestly wish the show didn't exist. And now they're coming out with an Agent Carter TV show. I don't care about Agent Carter. Again, give us characters we care about. I understand that Marvel and Disney might not have the rights to all of their characters, and they're using like a Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans as Captain America and Iron Man in the movies, and they're not going to be, you know, television actors. I get that. I totally get that. I'm just saying, if you want an idea like Marvel Defenders or Daredevil, I know that Daredevil has been in the Marvel Defenders quite a few times, but for right now, they're two separate shows. At least the article that I read said that they'd be two separate shows, so I'm going to break them up for right now until I've heard otherwise. Make it come sooner. You have to understand, you're trying to catch up, not just, oh, Arrow, Arrow, Flash, and Gotham, here I come. No. You also have to catch up to Smallville, because Smallville was amazing. You have to catch up to Batman the Animated Series, Marvel. TV-wise, you're not that great. And you had the potential to be. Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. had the potential to be such a great show. No links. Poor character development. Poor characters. Let's just get that out of the way right now. Green Arrow has a fan base. The Flash has a fan base. Superman, fan base. Batman, fan base. They have fan bases. I don't care about Agent Carter. You pulled a character from Captain America, the one Captain America movie that wasn't even good. I haven't even seen Civil War yet, but I'm just going to say it's amazing because Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans are fighting each other. It's going to be amazing. You pulled the one character from the one Captain America movie that was completely balls. Why would you do that? Agent Carter, I understand, was one of the founding members of S.H.I.E.L.D. and all that. I get that, but I don't care. Make us care. Make us care. For right now, I don't care. Phil Coulson could get shot today. Not the actor that portrays him. Phil Coulson, the character, could get shot up 20 Montana style. You'd be like, wow, he just got shot. I'd be like, who cares? I thought he was dead anyway. Make us care. We care about Felicity and Oliver. We care about their relationship. We care about Barry Allen. We care about what happens to Bruce Wayne, even though we already know it. Oliver Queen got stabbed, and I thought one of my friends got deported. I care about Oliver Queen. I care about Arrow. I care about Felicity, Roy. I don't really watch Flash as much as Arrow, but I do care about those characters. They link up. Those shows link up all the time together. They make cameos in each other's universes. It's already been well documented. They live in the same universe. I care what happens to Barry Allen. I care what happens to Cisco. I don't care what happens to Phil Coulson or Agent Carter. We saw her die anyway because she was like 100 in Captain America the Winter Soldier. So, I say all that to say, make us care, Marvel. If you don't, then we're not going to care, and then the MCU will be the only thing that you actually have over DC. And, DC's looking pretty dangerous. I'm going to come with you guys tomorrow with another video. The question was two-parter. What do I think Marvel can do to make themselves as good as DC television-wise, and how do I feel about the new lineup that DC has as far as Suicide Squad, Justice League, Aquaman, and stuff like that. I will be coming with you guys with that video tomorrow. As always, take it easy. Thanks for watching.